Collective assumptions often treat creativity as a genetic lottery, a sudden, sterile strike of lightning on a blank canvas reserved for a few chosen geniuses. This mindset forces an obsession with the final output. We convince ourselves that we can sheer will a masterpiece into existence if we simply stare at the page long enough. Attempting to command inspiration usually results in creative block. You suffocate the idea, producing derivative work that merely mimics what is already successful. Rubin defines the artistic life as a practice, a specific way of being in the world. The artist functions as an antenna. You catch information and signals already circulating through the universe and vibrate with them. Mastering this collaboration requires you to guide your ideas through a strict 4-phase chronological life cycle. Phase 1, gathering seeds, is a period of observation. You walk through the world in a state of awe, noticing what others ignore. This stage involves managing your inputs. By submerging yourself in great works of art, you calibrate an internal meter for excellence. Questlove maintains this calibration by discovering 100 new songs every single day to fill his creative diet. Lynch treats ideas like fish on a hook, waiting for beautiful fragments of inspiration to manifest from the subconscious. Successful seed gathering requires an absolute absence of judgment. You collect material without concern for value. Phase 2 is experimentation. Once the seeds are gathered, you water them. You let the ideas grow toward the sun without deciding what they must become. Amy Winehouse let her songs grow organically, refusing to force them toward a preconceived sound. These initial phases require the creator to step aside. You establish a fertile environment where an idea can take root before the ego smothers it. Phase 3 is the crafting phase. This is the winding staircase, a period of grounded, intensive labor. The boundless freedom of the earlier stages is set aside. Now, the project demands individual discipline and a unique point of view. You build this structure by using strict limitations and arbitrary rules as a necessary scaffolding. The band Tool constructed melodies by working against the rigid mathematical patterns of the Fibonacci sequence. These constraints provide a framework to push against, helping the artist chisel out a distinct voice. Dragging out this process can cause the work to lose its crispness and become blurry. Crafting disciplines a wild idea into a consumable form. It proves that art thrives on a balance of total freedom and absolute constraint. Phase 4 is completion. This is the moment when the fear of failure stops most projects in their tracks. Toxic perfectionism takes over, fueled by the fear that a single work will define you for the rest of your life. To break this freeze, you must introduce a non-negotiable deadline. A deadline severs the emotional attachment to the work, forcing its transition from a personal obsession into a finished object. Releasing art into the world requires a final shift in how you perceive the project itself. A finished project acts as a diary entry. It reflects exactly who you were and how you saw the world during a specific, fleeting window of time. Once the work is public, the artist loses all control over how an audience interprets the meaning. This loss of control is natural. Second-guessing the taste of an audience only undermines the integrity of the work. The best way to survive the release is to return to the flow of the world and wait for the next seed. The creative act is an endless cycle of birth, death, and regeneration. You finish one work to reset your antenna and catch the next wave the universe sends your way.